I never viewed the report, so I don't know exactly how it's gonna be looking, but it's pretty small.
Okay.
Hold on, tell me which background tool to use. I got kind of shit. Use that one.
Some Hennessy, some coffee.
I can use this one. I think that one.
I like the executive office better than that. Nah, we sack, not the bay.
You like this one better?
Nah, the first one.
Okay, hold on. Still got some more there. Oh, okay, grab one.
Hey.
I didn't even click on that. I got this one kind of cool. And I got like sack and shit like that, but it's kind of stupid with that. I got this one. Got my car, of course. So you said the first one. Oh, I got this too, though. Yeah, so I got, yeah, it's either this one, I think, or this one, or the first one.
I don't know. I kind of like the office
I like
overlooking.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's what I had at first. Anyway.
Right.
All right.
What city is that?
That's San Francisco. You can see the Transamerica building.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So let's see here. So I gotta get my thoughts together to do the thing too. But it's probably good if I bounce my ideas off of you anyway, though.
What you know about the spin drift?
What?
The sparkling lime water.
Mm-hmm.
That shit good. They use real lime juice and shit. Just sparkling water. That shit's supposed to be like drinking water. Like how it hydrates you and shit.
So I think the first thing we should probably talk about is the thing you just said about the fucking the dispensary opening.
Oh, yeah. But you want me to talk about that?
Yeah, for a second. Hey, how you spell Drohammad? Droha or Ho?
Hammad.
Thank you. All right. See, so we're gonna do like about 5 minutes intro to kind of like talk about yourself or something. However you want to do it. Each of us, so like 2 minutes.
In a minute.
Huh?
All right, give me 1 second, all right? I gotta do this real quick.
What you gotta do?
I gotta just ping this phone real fast.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm muted.
You said what?
I thought you said you was gonna mute, but you're not muted.
Oh, okay, that's all good. All right, that should have got that now.
You want me to do talking about the show, or you want to do that part?
The what?
So I'm thinking like we on the intro part. I'm thinking we should introduce ourselves a little bit, very briefly, but also
Mm-hmm.
introduce the show. Like the show's about this or that. We're gonna be doing this or that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want me to do that, or you want to do it? I'm taking some notes I can follow when I do it. If you want me to do it,
Yeah, you do that. Yeah, I can introduce myself a little
yeah.
bit,
Then
but
add in like if I'm missing something or you want to emphasize something, then feel free to jump in.
yeah.
All right, so. That's that. All right. And then the first thing we talk about is the what's it called? The opening of the tree spot. Make sure you say where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Just everything you know about it in brief. It won't take too long.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like 5 minutes, 3 minutes. You put 3 to 5 minutes. I'll ask you questions and shit too, keep it going.
Right.
Whatever.
I don't know too much about it. I know it's insect though.
Yeah, that's all you gotta say. So right there.
Right.
You don't know where Adam's at? Well, I actually do shit on the thing. What else you want to try to touch on? I think we can at least touch on maybe one or two more things.
Yeah.
I got an idea for at least one thing I could touch on, or we could, what I'm saying. I'm thinking maybe just talk for just a minute about kind of like how the fucking industry hella whitewashed, all the people that's black and brown got jail times and shit, but they're not the ones owning the shops and shit. I'm gonna call it I'm gonna come up with a nifty name real quick. Hold on, cannibalistic. What do you call that when people gentrification?
Cannabistic or cannibalistic?
I don't know, some shit like that. Yeah, you can say that when I say it. Yeah. And then one more. Come up with one last one we can talk about real quick before we go off.
Shit. So what our topics so far? The club.
I got 5 to 7 minutes for the intro. 3 to 5 minutes for the new cookie store. Uh, I'm thinking too, like even in that, make it maybe 5 to 7, but then like plug like businesses like Tree Boy or I don't know any other kind of like businesses you want to plug. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, let's see here. What about so? And then also I got the little cannibalistic cannabis, whatever cannabis, istic, whatever gentrification thing.
Shit, I should have a grow room check in too, but that shit.
Say what?
I should have got some picture, like a little video of the grow room to do like a grow room check in or some shit. I don't
I mean,
know.
you can always edit it in when you do the editing.
Yeah.
You want to just talk about some growing shit real quick after that in the last part?
Yeah, we can talk about how the LEDs is taking over type shit.
Talk about what?
How the LED revolution, how that shit LEDs is starting to be the shit.
I don't like it. Maybe okay, LED revolution. I'm thinking too. Maybe if not that, well, tell me what you think. We can pick out of these two, but I was saying maybe or maybe this might deserve more of an episode. But I was gonna say we should talk about like when people should start thinking about getting their ground ready to start planning for the next year. When to put in.
Oh yeah, yeah. Start getting your seeds popped right now.
Well, you know what? We'll just make this like a 10-minute conversation, and we'll talk about whatever comes to mind about growing and shit. What to think about.
Okay.
That sound cool?
Yeah, that's what's up.
What you call it? The LED what? Revolution?
Yeah, it's just the new grow technology, like the LEDs finally caught up to
Okay. I'm just gonna put grow tech / LED.
right.
I think we got. I think we got enough. I'm thinking like, should we do like a countdown? 3, 2, 1, go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let's start going.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
No, hold on. I'm not ready yet. I was just finishing that little last piece. All right. I'm gonna set up my clock real quick too, so it can help me keep track of the time. What?
No, fucking with the camera. I think every time I answer, go like this, pop in. Well, Joe, it is. Where the fuck my drink?
Try not to cover you up so I can see you good. That big way to sit back up. Oh. All right. Stop doing it. I found some old pictures. Joey was looking at it. He said he's gonna give you a hard time about your bowl cut.
The what?
Your bowl cut
Phone cut.
back in the day, a long time ago. All right, so yeah, welcome to the what's it called again? Oh, the Drohammad and the King of Califas, YouTube channel slash show. I'm the King of Califas, of course. And that's my homeboy right there.
What's
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
man?
yeah.
Drohammad.
That's
What's happening?
Drohammad. Go ahead, man. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Nothing, man. Shit, I'm just introducing you and stuff, and about to introduce myself. But what I was gonna say is, so this show is like about it's about cannabis, it's about trees. We talk about all things weed. Of course, capital C. NorCal from the Sierra to the Bay probably be a good way to put it. But yeah, California culture. We talk about like grow tips, strain reviews, just like marketing stuff. That'll be a good thing. As far as cannabis marketing and how that's going and evolving, legislation and stuff that's kind of like going into the laws, even just looking at the laws as they are, and just kind of knowing what it is and seeing how that works. Uh, oh, and then of course, my so Joe Herman, that's his specialty, right, man? It's the tree, the cannabis, the growing. I mean, quite
Yeah, man.
how to grow, way back in the day and everything, but
Yeah.
my brother and all that, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway,
Hey, it's been a family affair, man, from the beginning. Shit, I was trimming for my grandma when I was 13, 12 years old and shit. You feel me?
Right.
This ain't nothing new.
So you got that, and then let's see, and then also like of course I'm gonna have my little thing, cause so about me, from Sacramento, I've been out here the whole time, my whole life, going to California from like I said, the Bay, Reno State for a long time, but I'm out here, I'm doing my school thing. I've been, I got felonies for trees. I don't know how that's possible, but I got them. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so anyway, and I've been, hustling or whatnot, you want to call it, and a long time since the '90s, right? I think I made a song. I did some
It's
music.
in Bammer days. You was at Bammer,
Yeah, I
man.
was doing Bammer bricks and all that kind of thing. Called
Yeah.
cake thing. So, I've been around tree for a long time, growing and all that, but I've also been going to school. So doing my education, I came out here. I'm actually right now situated in Lexington, Kentucky, as you can see by my background. That's not Lexington. Nonetheless, uh, that's where I'm at right now. So my little specialty is gonna be kind of like what I call, the crooked face movies, if you will, right, bro?
Right.
What about you, man? Introduce yourself. Oh yeah, and I'm the king of Califas, by the way. What I'm saying? Go ahead. That's all about you.
Oh yeah, I'm just the weed prophet, man. I'm Drohammad. You know what I mean? Shit. I've been doing this shit for a minute. I started going into the taking the pictures and shit, you know what I mean? I've been breeding all that.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah, he been kind of like trying to put it on. I'm proud of him the way he been doing his little tree, growing some spectacularly, and making it look good too, the photos and that stuff that you do. So, we did.
Right. I've been really focusing on the marketing a little more lately. Like
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Before I came out here to Kentucky, we had started the Iraq Genetics and the Berry Brothers branding, and we was kind of looking into getting really into the market side of it. Not just the marketing, but the branding and trying to get the not just building our own brand, but just kind of providing an avenue for people to try to establish their own brand too. Kind of a thing. So,
I
that's a
be
big
teaching
thing.
a lot of people too, man.
But say that
I be
again. You
trying
gotta
to.
speak up, man. You're speaking wacko.
Oh yeah. I said I've been teaching a lot. I be trying to like teach a lot of people too. You know what I mean? Like I be giving out a lot of game as far as the growing and shit like that, just because I've been doing this for so long.
Right.
So a lot of people come to me for that knowledge and shit. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So we should have a good show for you. Whether you are growing, whether you're a distributor or some type of side of the business aspect of it. We should have some stuff, whether it's good input or just saying decent conversation, anything. But that's that's kind of pretty much what the show is about, you know. Uh, Sheesh, so to that, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna say, man, you was telling me earlier that they had opened up a new shop or something. Like, could you just tell me what you were saying?
Yeah, man. Shit, Burner just opened that shop in downtown Sac. I think it's on Fruit Ridge. Actually, I think it's actually where the this. Don't get me wrong, but I might be mistaken. But you know where the old club was on Fruit Ridge.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The one there already at Cookie Stuff on
Yeah,
Fruit.
it was already kind of cookies, like they were affiliated hella tough. I think they just made
Mm.
it into the now it's the connected. You know what I mean? They
Oh,
remodeled
okay.
it.
So they made it
And did
official, is
all
what
that.
you're saying.
Right.
That's what you thinking. So we gonna probably have some more better information about that later on and shit. So in the next episode or something, you know, as far as exact location and all that, right?
Yeah, man. I seen the videos of the opening though, man. They had it around the block. The line went all the way around the block.
Right, right. And then you were saying you see my brother over there fucking Lick, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know him as Glenn and all that, but right, you said him over there or you know what you saw him on Instagram or something, you seen that?
Yeah, yeah. On Brenner's Instagram, he did a video where he walk out the store and walk around the whole block and shit. Hey, one thing I thought was kind of crazy, man, was when he walking around the block and everybody got their cameras up, and it's just crazy how we in this digital world, man. I ain't trying to get off topic or nothing, but just the way that it was about 95% of people all had their camera up while he had his camera up at them. Like we all got this barrier, this electronic barrier. It's pretty crazy. I know it's pandemic times and shit. I think I still would have reached out to try to shake his hand or something like
Wait,
that.
wait,
You know
wait.
what
You
I mean?
said so like people was like everybody was you know what I'm saying, at the club, but they wasn't like talking and conversating more so they was just having their cameras up and just being like
No, I'm talking about while you walking through the line. Like
yeah,
they all
well,
trying to get a pic of him walking through the line while he walking through the line, showing, you know what I mean? Showing the line.
so he's showing the line with his camera and they are doing the same thing.
Right. Which is actually hella good marketing for him because he gonna be tagged on like 400 fucking Instagram feeds and all that shit, you know,
Mm-hmm. You were
which is
saying
kind of,
too. Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say you were saying something too, like they had you saw a shirt or something that Cookies was doing like a Pacramento shirt or something.
Yeah.
How'd it
Okay.
go?
Yeah,
Was it
that
welcome to
Pacramento.
Pacramento or was this Pacramento?
It said Pacramento. Then he had one that said City of Trees and shit, cooked with the cookies on the other side.
Right,
That
right.
shit kind of clean.
You know,
Shit.
I had to ask throw it in there just because you know we had the you know the welcome to Pacramento video, you know, feature.
Right.
But
Yeah, I seen Lick there at the opening too, man. He was I think he was in a video that they shot. The motherfucker sitting there drinking it.
what the video that who shot?
I think it was shot by Burner. I don't know. It had the whole thing where the drone went up and around the block and shit. It was dope though.
That was
They got some good footage of that opening. Like that was a big. Their marketing is golden.
right. So, what I was gonna say is, what about like, I don't know, any other kind of, I guess, stores or something. You know, I think part of the show is gonna be kind of, you know, not just about, you know, plugging on what talking about what we feel, but even just, you know, what I'm saying if you gotta, you know, mention any kind of like stores, anything as far as, you know, what I'm saying that you fuck with.
You said stores?
I don't know, cannabis clubs, you know, whatever the fuck, any kind of,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't,
retail
man, honestly,
outlet.
I
You
don't
know
fuck
what
with
I'm
the
saying?
club. You know, we don't be fucking with the clubs like that. And
Wait,
the
say that
the
again.
I said we don't be fucking with the clubs like that too much. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right, right.
But I mean, only because we ain't at that level right now. But shit, we might sometime. You know what I mean? Don't know where it's gonna go.
Right.
But
I know when I was out there, we was fucking with the clubs like, wait, it was sure when we was going through there, you know, just
yeah, back
don't do that
like
shit no
right
more.
before they made it legal.
Say what?
When they made the shit legal, it put hella
Oh,
strain on the
that's
clubs
right.
to where
That's right.
they
Uh,
basically cut out all the growers to where they got to get new permits, and it also has to be a middleman between them and the club. So
right, because
even
they
if you
got to
got
do
a
all that
permit to
testing
grow,
and
you
all
got to
that kind of
go
shit.
through
Wait, say that again.
distribution, then distribution center. Like it's a whole different thing for the distribution. It's like a 3-step process they got, and
Right,
they tagging everything from seed to harvest to fucking
right,
gonna
right,
go to the menu and all that.
right. That's all part of that proposition and shit when they legalized it all the way
Right,
to
Prop
recreation.
64.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Right. Okay. So shit. So kind of to that, right? Even I started to talk about this. I think it's a good point to jump it in. I mean, yeah, she's. I mean, we it's really right on time. Actually, I was thinking like I was moving it when we were supposed to talk about it around, but what I was getting at is that whole thing that's what I said, fuck, cannibalistic, fucking shit, gentrification, bro. It's like
Yeah,
cannabis, cannabis.
cannibalistic or cannibalistic, something like
Yeah,
that.
like,
Both.
where
Shit.
the I guess what I'm saying is like uh they cannabis is a thing, I guess. Even myself, where black and brown community been fucking with it, been doing that. And I'm saying, don't get me wrong, I'm paying myself, because up to white people and shit. But what I'm getting at is, after kind of like setting the ground and lobbying and showing why this industry should be legal, and all that kind of thing, it seems like nowadays we the ones that ain't getting the benefit, saying, minority or black and brown community, however you want to put that whole thing.
Yeah.
Or it's
Hey, it's basically just like the workforce and all different shit. Like, I mean, it's always been a disparity there. But I know that
workforce in
they trying to
general.
start some, huh?
You said there's always been like a disparity in the workforce in general.
In general, yeah. But then as far as this tree shit, I know they doing some shit where they're trying to offer some grants to where like
Right. I was out there.
different cultures can get in and
Yeah.
get them type of grants,
Right. I was
which would
out
be
there when they
dope.
was
I hope
doing.
they do that and step that shit up.
Do you know if anything came of that so far? Because I remember I'm like I was around the time when I was running for the little city council thing when they was saying that they was gonna offer like some basically it was just a grant that the city was gonna offer for if they could get some black and brown. They was trying to put it to be where it would be like a organization, so it wouldn't just be one person. They wanted it to be more like a collective almost, if you will, kind of like a baby board. But for black businesses and black and brown businesses, I would say to be able to kind of open up a cannabis shop or otherwise, get in Sacramento, as
Yeah,
far as that goes, because they were seeing, I guess they were seeing the disparities. I don't know how sincere it was about, combating it. At the end of the day, they was trying to get some money, but what I'm
right. I'm
saying
not
is,
sure if that shit took off or it might have. I think when COVID happened, everybody just stopped it or like they kind of turned it back on a lot of other shit, like
yeah,
that
yeah,
type of
like
shit.
it's not an issue right now.
Right. But man, it's kind of crazy though, cause me and my wife was just looking up, cause she was like, "Who's the richest black folks and who the rich? You know what I mean? Who the richest?" And then she want to see who the richest black women and shit in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then we looked at it. We looked at it. We looked at the list and stuff. I think shit, Rihanna was up there. Oprah and shit. Oprah might be the richest black woman. But then we looked
Right.
at the disparity in the disparity. The richest black folks had like I think it was like 4 billion or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
the richest white people, the whole list, like the top 10 list was all like it started at like 120 something billion and it went down to like 90 something billion. Like,
Right. I think fucking the dude from Amazon, I think he worth like 400 billion.
yeah, some shit like that. Him
Right,
and
right.
him and
Nah,
Elon Musk is back and forth with that shit
right,
as being
right,
the richest.
right. What I was gonna say is, I think there's a book or out that just came out about that. Well, I have it for on the next episode or something, but yeah, they talking about that kind of shit. And then also, what I was gonna say is that's like I forgot, but it was something else. I was gonna say Joe Blow got a song. It's called Black Wealth. I don't know if you heard it, but he talks about that too, where he talk about how many billionaires is black and that whole deal that she was just bringing up. Um,
Mm.
so yeah, man, I think that's something. I don't know how to deal with it. Just just I guess it's a systemic kind of problem, but
It
that's
is
all.
a systemic problem. And it's kind of funny that you mentioned that name. Herschel Walker just said that there shouldn't be no reparations. I just seen that on the news. I'm like, man, you tripping because that is where if you paid attention to Ice Cube too and how what he's been talking about, that is where the systemic a lot of the systemic shit comes from the systemic wealth gap. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, so we don't we don't try to plug cannabis businesses and shit, that whole thing on the show off top. but emphasis or especially if you're talking about black and brown owned or even issues around the cannabis shit that affect our communities and shit. So that's gonna be one thing. Um, without making it super political, many times we stay focused on some weed shit, but it's one of the things. That's the thing. So I'm saying, I'm gonna
Right, shit. It's
huh?
weed, but it's everything too.
Say that again.
And that's part of, and that affects the weed game just like it affects anything else.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to either perpetuate those systemic kind of gaps in wealth, or people, somehow make that a point, you know what I'm saying, to fuss about maybe, stem some of that, you know what I'm saying, or you know, reproach some of that, however you see that shit go. Uh, shit, man, I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe like as far as like because it's February, coming up, people are gonna start trying to do their outside grows and stuff like that. You know, we always gonna have a session about growing. That's what we talked about. That's the deal. What I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say too is, I guess I don't know. Shoot, for the outside grows, I'm thinking like people gotta start thinking not just about, what I'm saying, when to put in the dirt even is a good thing. What you think about when to put in the dirt, bro?
Right now I think it's a great time to pop seeds.
Top
But I
seeds
mean,
right now already, huh?
yeah, but you want to build you if you got outdoor and you got room to do outdoor, you want to build you a little hoop house or something, or have a greenhouse to keep them in, even keep them indoors right now. Pop
Yeah.
seeds and keep them
Put them under
indoors
some
for
lights,
a
right? Put them
month.
under some whatever.
Right.
Even what they call those ones that are like the lights that you put in the ceilings in the office buildings. Fluorescent
The
lights.
what?
The fluorescent
Fluorescent?
lights, right?
Yeah, yeah, there's something like that. But yeah, I know a lot of the people I know who do like real big plants outside, they popping their shit right now.
So poppy
In
seeds.
fact,
And then,
Valentine's Day, my cousin do it Valentine's Day, and he be
mm,
growing some monsters. Them old 10-pound giant ass,
I mean,
15-foot tall plant.
right. That makes
But it
sense to me.
depends on.
Poppy
It
seeds.
also depends on what size you want it. So for my outdoor, I'm not gonna pop nothing like probably until, or have clones ready until like late May and early June, something like that, because I don't want my shit really getting as big. I'd rather have multiple and keep them a
Right.
little
More.
shorter too.
Right. Right. That's what I was gonna get at too. Like it makes sense to me to poppy seeds right now, like you said, but you can't put it outside because the days ain't long enough to go immediately go in the flower still, right? So,
I mean, a plant won't, once you pop a plant, like a seed,
mhm.
it's not gonna go into flower no matter what, at least for about a month.
Right, but
So a
what I'm
lot of
saying is after that month, whatever, when they go outside, it's gonna start getting mixed messages about going in the flower,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because
So you want to have it under a light schedule that's not. You don't want to have it under 24-hour light and then all of a sudden throw it under the sun that's giving 14 hours of light.
right.
Uh,
So you want to match your life schedule up to something that's gonna be. When would you put it outside? Once say like I pop my seeds now, and I put them in the
yeah.
in front of the what I'm saying, the fluorescent light, keep them indoors, whatnot, have it, and grow 'em for a while. How long? Like what time of the year would you say put them outside?
Um, I would say that it depends on if you can build a little greenhouse, a little hoop house, which ain't gonna cost shit to really build.
Well, I mean,
Um,
people ain't got the space for that shit.
it could go in the same spot you're gonna do the outdoor. If you got space for the outdoor, you got
Oh,
space for
you
a
mean
little
like
hoop house.
wrapping the space around? That's another thing. We like so go ahead though. When we put the shit outside though, greenhouse. What? Tell me what you about to say.
Yeah, in greenhouse, I say in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? But keep an eye on the weather type shit. And
Couple weeks, like down. Yeah,
like
yeah.
March, beginning of March, you can put your seedlings in a greenhouse as long as that greenhouse is staying above. It ain't freezing or nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you saying early
And that
March?
way they'll also be kind of hardened off when the weather get better. They're gonna start shooting. They'll probably get stunted for a minute, and then they'll start shooting once they go. Or you could just keep vegging in the regular spot, and then I'd say throw them out like at the end of April. Shit,
Mm. Okay, so if you got clones, say you gonna put your clones straight in there. You saying early March or into April? When you put those in there?
I say end for clones.
Yeah, like if you go to the club, get some clones, put them outside. You gonna plant them outside.
I wouldn't put them out until the end of April,
Okay.
even
Well,
maybe even mid-May, just because.
even mid-May,
I
huh?
mean, it depends on your climate at the same time, but in where we at on this in this Northern California,
Yeah, we talking about Northern California. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Okay, so
everything we
Northern
talking about in
California, you
this
want to
area.
make
I
sure
don't
that
know shit about fucking like even right now it's been fucking 20 below out this. Well, not 20 below, but 20 degrees for like 2 weeks straight out this motherfucker. I don't know what
right?
the
Yeah,
fuck be like.
you probably never throw no plants outside out there.
Oh, nah, man, nah.
Shit,
All kind of
you have to
reasons.
do some
You talking
autos
about?
or some shit.
Huh?
You have to do some auto flowering or something.
Well, I'm just saying, you got fucking laws and shit out here. Out here, this shit is still illegal like it was in fucking Nevada back in the, when I
Right,
got
I'm
my
saying
day.
though, even if it wasn't, when is your last freeze happening? When's your next freeze happening? Like, what's your gap? That shit you got to think about when you're doing some
And
outdoor shit.
it got so cold, bro. Literally, it got up to fucking 32 or 35 or some shit today, and that was like the warmest day in like 2, 3 weeks. Out there, and it felt like it was springtime, summertime. I fucking got in my car and fucking took my jacket off, like, fuck, like it's like
Fuck
that,
it.
and it's 35 out
You
there.
getting acclimated. Shit.
I'm just
You
saying,
get
man.
acclimated. You like, oh, it's a sunny day. This is
So my
nice.
son scraped it. My son scraped the ice. Little Joe, he scraped the ice off of the car. It's still out there like slabs of ice that ain't melted yet, even though it's being like over freezing, but they still like a solid inch or 2 inches thick.
Man, I seen that picture you posted. It looked like your shit just like it was hella water on it and it got flash frozen or something. That shit
That's
was
how that
crazy looking.
started. That's when it all started. That was a while back to it. That shit. It was freezing for like a week before that shit, and then it started when it felt like dust was falling out of the sky, dirt. But now
You see how the people freezing to death in Texas though? That shit crazy.
anyway, we getting off topic, bro.
Right.
My point is, I don't fucking. We're not talking about when we talking about growing. We talking about in the Northern California environment. If your shit, if you stay in an environment that's different, then you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Well, shit, this it can't be fucking freezing for one. And the other part
Right.
about it is the sunlight. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure it's later on when you got clones, so that the sunlight don't start having tripping out about it, the flowering
Right.
time or fucking growth time. You feel
Now
me?
now if you pulling plastic, that's another thing. If you gonna pull plastic, which is a good idea to do,
But man, you going
then
too far on the first episode. People ain't. Let's just
oh
get
yeah,
it
we
down
ain't
to
got time. We'll make a new episode about pulling
yeah,
plastic and how
pulling
to do
plastic
that.
is a technique, bro. We was talking
Right.
about simply putting shit in the dirt, bro. But you know what you
All
do raise a good point is though is the type of shit we gonna be talking about. So that's it, you know, technique, pulling
right.
plastic, greenhouses. I think a lot of people that first start fucking with it, they ain't gonna want to put up no greenhouse. They just gonna do it like they usually do, just throw the shit outside. You feel me?
Yeah. If that's the case, you want to wait a little longer. Pop your seeds and
Well,
fucking
yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So really what people should be doing right now is really just thinking about, what area they gonna put their dirt, put
right.
their plants at, if they can afford to get some little plastic that will serve as a greenhouse or how to, wrap that up. We could even have an early episode on that maybe next time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But just kind of, what's secure for you, what you're gonna be able to watch and be able to take care of, manage. You don't want your plants too big where the whole neighborhood can see them, but even though everybody in the neighborhood got their own type shit going on, it's just one of those things where right now is a good time for I think people to really just be thinking about planning, strategizing.
Yeah.
Getting even if you're gonna have a little team that's gonna help you just make sure that you find out who those people are and why, and all
And
those
you know
types
what
of
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put together for people when they're ready to pop their seeds. I'm gonna put a little video together how I'll be
oh yeah,
popping them,
you
record
talking
that
about for
shit.
security and shit?
Huh?
You talking about for security, a video camera for security?
No, I said I'm a videotape popping seeds and
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
people
that's what
can
I'm saying. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
make
that's
a
probably a
little
good
video
idea.
on my technique.
Because
You feel me?
like a lot of people they don't know how to what you mean by popping seeds. You know what I'm saying? Like so that'd be
Yeah,
a good thing.
making them motherfuckers pop a tail out and then
Even if
grow
you
roots.
even if we talk about that in the shortly in a soon shoot episode, you know what I'm saying, next week or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, that'd
Right.
be a good thing to put up on the image. But shit, I made some little notes right quick. So you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking that type of shit, you feel me? Oh yeah, what to do with your dirt, how you want that to look. So it's a few little things we gonna be talking about, but just around growing. And then also, bro, before we get up off here, because we at 23 minutes right now. I'm thinking
Oh,
you
shit.
want to, I don't know, throw something out there about the LEDs or we get the growth technology. That's another thing we're gonna be talking about too. Like different. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, I was gonna let
I
this
mean, you don't
we were
probably
gonna
got time to get all into it, but I'm
right.
saying,
We were gonna discuss the LEDs and how to kind of like the revolution of LEDs, how they finally catching up with HPS lighting, high pressure sodium, and the metal halides and whatnot. And we get into that in another time though. If we had 23
yeah,
minutes.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I think we finna wrap this thing up, man. I'm thinking if we keep it around, 25, minutes, that'll be time you could even edit out to make it a 30 minute show if people got commercials at some point. You feel me? But for now, you know what
Right.
I'm saying, 25 minutes seem like a good point to you. So you ain't pushing people 30-minute time frames and they still regular legal. You feel me? Anyway,
Yeah.
that's what we call it again. We call it Drohammad and the King of Califas. So,
Drohammad and the King of Califas.
yeah, I'm the King of Califas.
Yeah,
So I
no.
gotta always, make sure you know that. All right, bro, man. That's it. Let's stab up out of here, man. Get to the next either episode or the next thing smoking.
Yep.
Yeah, cool, bro. I'm gonna leave you recording anyway.
Okay.
Just just because I recorded a lot of the stuff we had talked about before we shot. You never know when somebody gonna say something that might inspire something too. So I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever. But I'm thinking too think about this, man. Even if we do shoot one show every week, what if we just maybe shoot two or three, maybe two episodes a week? Stop one and do another one. That way, what I'm saying, we maximize our time so that coming together at a separate time to do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then also you'd be able to just have more content, if nothing else.
Right.
But I'm
Yeah,
thinking
that's what's up, because that went by hella fast.
I think it went pretty cool though, the first little episode shit.
Yeah.
Might be worthy of posting,
Yeah, I ain't tripping either. I can even like post it on my story type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what, though? Hold on. I am gonna stop the video. You know why? Because if I keep running it at one time, it's gonna make it harder to send it.
oh yeah.
Even if I stop it and start it again, something maybe next time, or something. But I'm gonna stop it now.